I'm Tim.
And I'm Ray. This is the grayscale where it's not always black and white.
Not always black and white.
What it do, Tim? Hey,
Man, I'm good. It
it,
it do.
what's up, my
It do.
man? It always do.
It do.
We always got to get set up and loaded up over here.
Yep.
So y'all got to bear with us in the early goings. We ain't got no little worker bees running around here.
We doing everything
Setting up all our
ourselves.
connections.
That's right.
Trying to get this perfection down. So y'all bear with us for the first minute. Grayscale is here, baby. Ready to rock and roll with y'all. Ready to talk some good talk, man. It's a whole lot going on out here outside of COVID and
The
mask
news has been
wearing and
wild.
man
I don't even
stabbings
watch it,
and
but it's crazy,
woo,
bro.
it's a whole lot going on.
He said it's hard out here for
They
a
still out
parent.
here getting on my man Kanye. You know, President Trump want to bump up the debate.
Dude,
I'm like,
Kanye's funny, bro.
Kanye is funny, man. But you know it. He done been through some doors, been through some things.
He's
So
yeah, no, he's not. I don't. I don't know if Kanye's as crazy as some people think he
I
is.
don't think so either, man. I mean, you know, and some just came out with I forget the rapper chick's name, where she says something to the effect that Kanye's uh you know, trying to use his biasm or acting bipolar to cover up for his homosexuality. I'm like, what? I'm like,
That's crazy. Yeah, I've
I'm
never
like,
heard
what are
that.
you talking about right now?
Yeah,
Like, what's the? It's some little rapper chick that's always out here. Azalea Banks, maybe.
Azealia Banks.
I
Yeah,
think it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to
I don't know all their
misrepresenting
names. I know
any
that if
bro,
you say
but
that name, like that's I would know it.
I think she might be one of them. And here goes Facebook again, not letting me start a watch party. They
That's
like
crazy.
copy the link.
Oh, you know why? It's because you're on. It's because you're logged in as the Grayscale podcast.
Oh, is
You
that what
need
it
to
is?
be. Yeah, you need to switch it over to your
How
person.
do
Let you do that.
how do I not?
'Cause it says Grayscale podcast
Oh,
is
nah.
watching me on the screen on my
Yeah, that's
screen.
crazy.
Yeah,
So let me go because I always just try to click in from
yeah. You can
the
figure it out.
page. Oh, here we go. Because you shared it, so
Yep.
maybe now
Oh
I
yeah,
can
share it
get
from
on
there.
it.
Maybe yeah, that might work.
Start a watch party. Okay, now we rolling. Bo in a position.
So man, I was now that we're done talking about Kanye,
I know, right? Yeah,
that
Yeezy,
wasn't
baby.
planned. We just
Yeezy.
decided to talk about
I
Kanye.
run the Yeezy. I love this Yeezy.
Um, how's your week?
Man,
Do
the
anything
week,
cool?
man. That's the week was pretty steady, man. I ain't do nothing too
just
crazy.
just working, huh?
I am just
Living the life.
working. I can't even think of too crazy. Starting to get back in the creative mode.
I noticed you
Uh
wearing your Dream Seeker shirt
oh
tonight.
yeah,
That making trying to make you feel good?
I got the dream seeker on repping God, you dig? So it's never to be a better you. It's on the back of the it's always never too late to be a better you. So man, the week was pretty steady, man. Nothing too crazy going on. The kids are back in the neighborhood. I know COVID out here going crazy still with the numbers, but
Yep.
the kids in the neighborhood back out and playing, a little bit. And hell, we probably all done had COVID. I'm feeling a little few
It's
symptoms.
kind of what I think.
I shouldn't say that live. I ain't feeling no symptoms. Let me stop. But I mean, the new symptoms that just came out is,
Oh, is
itching.
there like a new batch of
Yeah,
symptoms? Oh,
so
I didn't even know
itching
that.
is one of the
Dude,
systems.
people just itch for
So
no
I'm like,
reason, bro.
damn, I'm like, so if I gotta,
You said the word itch and now my arm
yeah,
itch. Like
so I'm like, itching is a new symptom. So I'm like, everything for COVID is everything for allergies and the common cold during allergy season and cold
right.
season. So
That's
I'm
right.
like, who knows who's got what. So I'm like, this is crazy. I'm still gonna wear my mask. Don't get me
I wore
wrong.
mine in Target for the first time
You know what
ever
I'm
the other
saying?
day.
Don't get it
Not
twisted.
wore it for the first time ever, but like I hadn't gone out in public and actually like consciously worn the mask.
Right.
But I did when I went to Target the other day because they had signage everywhere.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
you gotta wear the mask, gotta wear
Oh
the
man.
mask. And then you walk in and like maybe 70% of the people in there are actually wearing masks.
Yeah.
Everyone else is just not.
Yeah.
And I
So
was like, well, y'all lied to me at the door.
yeah. No, it's crazy because I walked into a store and a person walked in before me and didn't have on a mask. and I had a mask on, and the manager tried to stop him at the door, like, "Hey, you gotta have a mask on." He's like, "I don't wear a mask," and just kept on walking, like
Right, right.
straight deboed the manager, because
What mask?
yeah, what mask? So you're supposed to stop him and be like, "Hey, no, you can't shop here." The manager just kind of like,
they're
yeah,
actually
you can't really
they're
stop
actually not. Like
anybody.
what I heard was that the big places like Walmart, Publix, kind of like little mom and pop store would be able to do it a little better,
Yeah,
but
they got security,
the big stores would essentially have to hire an outside security
right?
service, and they're just not going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's more money,
So
more overhead.
they're putting the signage up, saying over the intercom, like, wear your mask. And it's basically just like a cover your own ass type
Common
thing.
courtesy.
It's basically like, look, if you get sick and the only place you went besides your house was Target,
Right.
like, we put up signs and told you to wear the mask.
Right.
What
They
else do you
just
want us
covering
to
their
do?
own. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I mean, I've seen store employees where the signs are up, and the
right,
store employees don't even have on masks. And I'm like, well, you can't
right.
really enforce your customers to wear it if
Yeah, lead by example, people.
your managers and your store employees not wearing it. So
Yep,
I mean, to each his own. Everybody's got their own beliefs, but again, it goes back to what we talked about last time in terms of, are you willing to protect your fellow American,
right.
or your fellow neighbor, love thy neighbor, or are you just
I'll tell
what
you what, a lot of people aren't.
no, they're not. They're really not,
It's
brother.
kind of actually see than people that are just like, no, I'm
I'm
not
not
going to
doing
do
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Unless their job requires them to
right.
or whatever. But such is life, I guess.
It is what it
Who
is.
knows,
You
man?
can't force anybody to do anything, but they should accept the consequences that come with that. So,
That's right.
and blame nobody else. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
In other news, France has lowered the legal age of sex. No, I'm just playing. Before we
Wow.
get to that though,
Get
how
right
was
to it.
no? Before we will get to that, but how
We
was
will.
your week, my man? Because I see you got shirts
Man,
laying all over. You got.
bro,
I walk
this
in the
whole
door, you
house
got
is
packages all up in the front. I'm like, damn, business is booming. I'm finna quit my job and come work for Tim.
I'm about to
No.
have to hire somebody, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, for real. Like I'm honestly probably gonna have to like I don't want to hire somebody yet because I want to get into like right now my shop is in a building in the backyard. It's right behind me.
Yeah.
Um I want to get into an actual like warehouse space or I bring somebody on just because I don't have the a place for someone else to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's probably something that's going to have to happen by the end of the year. I'm going to have to be in my own building.
Goals, baby.
Yeah, I
Goals.
mean you got to do it right. But
That's
yeah, man,
big.
the week's been good. Like you said, boxes all over the place. A bunch of them are actually in shot because they're behind you.
Oh yeah, look, y'all see
Yeah.
them, don't you? Yeah, you
And
see
like
them
you said,
behind
there's
me.
still boxes out on the porch because I don't have a place to bring them in and put them yet. So there's like still stuff just chilling outside. But yeah, I did on my show yesterday. What happened?
We didn't freeze, did we?
I
My
don't.
thing froze.
Oh. No.
Okay, you still good? I might need to relog.
No. Yeah, I got sound and the video might be a little choppy, but the sound's
Okay.
coming through good. It looks like
Okay.
or sounds like. Um, I did my show yesterday, my 10-minute show yesterday about how I had to make 2 trips to Destin because Thursday I packed up a bunch of boxes, drove out to Destin to deliver them. Stopped like 3 places, delivered the shirts, and then to Target and bought myself a new bicycle because I want to start riding a bike, right?
On the real, it's so relaxing.
And so I came out of Target, put the bike in the back of the truck, hopped over the Mid Bay Bridge, came back to Freeport, and then was like, man, I didn't deliver all those shirts.
I seen the 10 minutes.
So I was like, I got to go all the way back to Destin.
Yeah.
But it was too late, obviously, to go back at night at that point. So I went back the next day and dropped them off. And while I was out there, I did my 10-minute show. But I've also had my paint crew working last week and this week. They did jobs.
Nice.
So like that takes up even more time because I have to go in the morning and get them started. And then I can come home and start working out here, doing shirts and stuff. And then sometimes like around noonish or so, like I might have to go back and bring them some stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just
Oh yeah.
like, but it is what it is, man. If you're going to be entrepreneurial and have multiple businesses, you
You
just
got
got
to
to
get
do
to
it,
it.
man. You just got to do it. So,
Sleep is for the weak. No
yeah,
rest for
I
the
like to
weary.
sleep though. I slept before you got here. I
Yeah.
slept a little
Oh,
bit
lucky
today.
you.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is.
I'm up
But
even at
also
5 on the
today,
off day, Tim.
today, this morning, I drove to the job, to the paint job, got the guys started, and then stopped back through one of my friend's house, and she cooked me lunch if I would mow her grass. So I mowed her
Oh
grass
yeah.
this
I'm
morning.
in. I'm
Yeah.
all in.
So like I mowed her grass this morning and then sat there, ate lunch, and chatted with her for a little bit, and then came home and I was just like, I got to go back to sleep. Like I'm
Yeah.
tired. Like so, yeah,
Little cat nap.
yeah. And then
Refuel.
yeah, got up and did some eating, and sitting around watching TV with Wayne, and now here we are.
I know. What y'all watching up in there?
He
National
was
Treasure?
watching. Yeah, he was watching that. He was watching the first Nat Treasure when I woke up or down there,
I like old
and
Nicolas Cage.
so I watched the rest of that with him, and then he was watching the second one when you got here. So
Yeah. I like me some Nicolas Cage. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Sound like been pretty productive, man. I mean, that's what's up.
I'm trying just
The life of
trying just stay busy.
entrepreneurship.
It's
I
crazy,
know how
man.
it goes, man. You already know. We know how that grind is. So
It's crazy.
it ain't no grinding in the world, but I love entrepreneurship. So
No, there's not a like. Here's the thing,
one way
like
or the other, it's work ethic. Whatever
one
you
way or
doing.
the other, it's work. Here's the thing for most people: if you work for yourself, most people, actually, I'll say everybody, if you work for yourself, you'll work harder
Definitely.
than you will if you work
You
for,
should.
you should work harder. You should work harder yourself than you work for another person.
Yeah.
People get confused though sometimes about, like, business owners, small business owners
Yeah.
get confused sometimes about, like, how do I find people who have just as much drive and just as much work
They
ethic as
don't.
me?
Yeah.
You don't,
You don't.
because those people are also business
Busy.
owners.
Exactly. They
No
don't
one's
have the
going to
passion
work
you
for
have.
you
No.
as hard as they're going to work as you're going to work for you.
Absolutely not.
And you shouldn't expect them to.
No.
Like, if I hire somebody next week, I don't expect them to work. They're not getting compensated like
No.
I am. So I expect them to work to the level of their compensation.
Exactly.
Not,
And that's exactly what they
and
gonna
that's
do.
exactly what they're going to do, if not less.
Yeah.
You can't expect people to work for
My
you.
new saying: people are lazy and crazy.
What did I posted the other day? People aren't lazy; they just aren't
Doing
doing
what
what
they
they
love.
love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's true to a huge extent. If you were doing the thing that you love and it was paying the bills,
Right.
you
You
would
would be a
not be
happy.
lazy.
Yeah. You would definitely not. You would be
But
humping.
because you have to get up and go to that office every day for the paycheck that barely gets you by, you seem lazy.
But I mean, that work ethic though transfers to anything that you're doing. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like, even if you don't like what you're doing, it goes back to the old MLK words of, if you're gonna be a janitor, be the best
be the
janitor
best
you can
janitor.
be.
Yeah,
It's like, if you have a poor work ethic at a job, even if you don't like it, but this job is the sole way you get paid,
right.
that
Do what you have to do.
that might
Yeah,
carry over into your own business sometimes. Like, your work ethic has to be strong no matter what you're doing, in my opinion. So uh because I think a strong work ethic will propel you to either work for yourself or work into a better position or a better
sure.
job. You know what I mean? Because
If
it's like,
that's your
goal.
goal.
Yeah.
If
If
your
that's your
goal
goal,
is to be the janitor, dude,
then be the damn
be the
janitor.
janitor.
And hey, ain't nothing
You
wrong
don't
with
need to
that.
work any harder than
Somebody's
that.
gotta do these things,
Yep.
man. They're
Yep.
out there for a reason. So
Yep.
it is what it is, man.
People are always like, well, if you'd work a little harder, we could promote you to this and promote you to that. And it's
No,
like, maybe that person doesn't want to
they
be
don't want to be
promoted to
promoted.
that.
And it goes,
Some people are fine
look,
dropping baskets of fries,
I was
bro.
doing on
Like,
the Revelations. I kind of talked about it
oh,
a
did
little
you?
bit.
I didn't
Like,
even know.
your level of where you want to be will be determined by, first of all, the amount of fear that you have in advancing. You know, because some people are afraid of success.
Sure.
With
Absolutely.
more money comes more responsibility. To whom much is
Way
given,
more.
much
Is
is
required. Yeah, yeah,
required. You
yeah, yeah.
know, so some people don't want
A
that
lot of wisdom in
responsibility.
that book.
You know what I'm saying? Some people don't want that responsibility, so they like, I'm cool, man. I just want to do me, be low key, and going on about my business.
Yeah.
That is great. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta do it. So you're right. Like not everybody wants, what other people may see in them, because sometimes people see more potential in the next
Right.
person than they see in themselves.
That's true. Yeah.
And
Sometimes you see that employee that is working hard and you see the potential for them to like take a manager position in the
right.
company or something, but
And they
maybe
like,
that's
I
not
don't
what
want
they
that
want.
headache.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
I know I
Yeah.
can if I want to, or they can if
I
they
used
want
to
to.
work,
It's like,
I worked in corporate America, as it were, for about a decade.
yeah,
And the best position in the company that I worked for, and I would say this is probably true in a lot of companies that have like stores and stuff,
yeah,
retail stores, is the assistant manager of the store.
yeah. You don't really got to do shh.
Because the responsibilities
Is the
fall on the
manager. Yeah,
manager, but the assistant manager still gets to partake in things like bonuses
right.
and things like that. Not to the extent, not to the level that the manager does, but you still get that like pay raise to become the assistant manager. You
Yeah.
still get to participate in the bonus programs for the most part, and you don't get any the phone calls,
No.
right? Like you don't get any of
Yeah.
that. So it's like why anybody would ever want to advance past assistant manager in a
It's
company is
crazy.
crazy
Yeah.
to me because like unless there's I mean there are obviously going to be exceptions to that,
Of
but like in this particular company it's like if you can get the assistant manager position, just hold strong. They're going to
Yeah.
give you a raise every year
Yeah.
anyway, so like just keep that spot, like
Yeah.
just keep going, never back down from that. But
Just stick to it.
yeah, for sure. What do you want to talk about tonight, Ray?
Man, I do want to touch on
We're
that.
already like
Well, we got a
halfway done
topic because we're gonna
almost,
talk
so
about a little bit of religion, but man, I posted the link to friends,
yeah,
changing their
we want to
legal
hear what you guys
consent
want to have
age.
to think
So
about
yeah,
this too.
y'all chime in if you out there listening. So friends, through the study of doctors and scientists or whatever you want to have it, psychologists, lowered their legal consent age for sex to the age of 15. Now I know
15.
R. Kelly wish he was living in
He about
France
to
right
move.
now.
Like so Tom Hanks recently became a citizen of Greece. R. Kelly is like right
Yeah,
behind him
he
moving to
right
France.
behind him. Like,
He's
shit,
like, yeah, I'm
man.
going to France.
Uh,
Yeah, I'll just leave.
leave. We
I don't even
good.
want to be here no more.
So
You don't talk about R. Kelly like that.
no, yo, no, Kale's, hey, Shot Town boy. Hey, but anyway, I posted it. Got a couple mean faces. People seem
Yeah.
seem seem not to agree with it. Yeah. I'm gonna just go ahead and get my
I'd like to
from
hear
you,
your
Tim.
two.
My 2 cents of being in areas that I've been in. Now, now, granted, they said they were lowering the age. They didn't mean, hey, if you're 40, go out and get you a little
Right.
15-year-old. They ain't
Right.
say all that. Now, you need to use your discretion.
That's right. Some
But
things are still just creepy.
right,
Right?
but
No
I
matter
mean,
what the legalities of
right.
it are.
If you're 17 and somebody 15, even if it's two 15-year-olds, technically you're not supposed to be, engaging in sexual
That's right.
activities. But anyway, my 2 cents being that, you know, when I was in sixth, seventh, eighth grade, we talking 11, 12, 13 years old.
Right.
My mind was already thinking about sex.
Right.
And as a young male, like thinking about sex and being around girls that age that were talking about and thinking about sex, not knowing the full ramifications of what it truly means to have a baby
Right.
or have unprotected sex, and things like that. So I get it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But in terms of the mind being already amped to these things, and then when you get to the 15 and above, like you know, there's some grown looking 15-year-olds out here that are
Right.
actually out here clamoring for it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and that's not to say that it's with people 10 years their senior,
Sure.
but even if, just another teacher, and we know this happens all the time. This is consistent not only here in this country, but all around the
Around the
world.
world, yeah.
I mean,
In other parts of the world, uh-oh. We might have just lost it.
I hope not.
No, it just would have been for just a second, I think.
Yeah.
It's coming back.
So it's not which I still see us over here. So it's not a I don't think it's new. I think people are set in their